Good afternoon, everybody, and I'm very pleased to be able to send this message to Paul on the occasion of your retirement as the Dean of the School of Medicine. I remember 23 years ago talking to my dear friend Chris Szilagyi, who at that time was the young professor of general practice at Flinders University, and he told me he'd just recruited an amazing, enthusiastic young rural GP to work with him on developing some new programs at Flinders. That enthusiastic young rural GP, of course, was Paul Worley. And over the past couple of decades, Paul has made an amazing contribution to Flinders and to the great work that we do. 8.5 years ago, when I came to join Flinders as the Executive Dean, my first meeting with Paul, again, full of enthusiasm, telling me about all the projects which we were going to work on together. And at the time, he was developing up the Northern Territory Medical Program, a bid to the Australian government to increase the number of young Aboriginal people training to become doctors, and a whole lot of infrastructure which he wanted funded by the Australian government in the Northern Territory, in Darwin and Alice Springs and Katherine and Gove. And of course, it all happened. His great negotiation skills helped to transform the work that we were doing in the NT. And it's just been such a joy working with Paul over the past 8 years. His incredible talent for identifying areas where we needed to focus to make a difference, and his great talent in looking at new sources of income. Indeed, the face of Flinders has changed thanks to Paul Worley. Not only the infrastructure, although the infrastructure money that Paul has brought to the university has been extraordinary. I was counting up over $100 million of projects over the last 8 years to build our new centres for teaching and education at the university, with the Health Sciences Lecture Theatre Complex, the new building out at the Repatriation Hospital, the new building at Noarlunga, the new building at Mount Gambier, new developments up in the Riverland, and of course the developments in the Northern Territory and elsewhere, and also the accommodation for our students based across South Australia and the Northern Territory. But also his great contributions to the people who make up Flinders University, the people he's attracted to come and work in the School of Medicine, the great recruits of Matthew Flinders Fellows, the new and young academics who've been attracted to come and work at Flinders thanks to Paul's leadership. The sustaining institutions which have been part of Paul's influence as well, the Centre for Remote Health and GPEX and many, many others. So, Paul, thank you for the great work that you've done. Thank you for the impact that you've had through this role, both on our university and influencing our students and our staff, but also the impact that work is having on the health and well-being of the people of South Australia and the Northern Territory, the people of Australia, and people right around the world through your global impact, through the work you've been doing with the WHO and VNet and other global initiatives as well. I wish you every success in your next great challenge, and really excited to hear about your new role, and hope that we all get to continue to benefit from your great enthusiasm and your great contributions for many years to come. Thank you for being a wonderful colleague. Thank you for being a wonderful friend.